What's up, everybody? We are on the eve of a disc golf trip. About to head out to Sault Ste. Marie, Mackinac Island, Detroit, Michigan. I don't think we're golfing there. Maybe we are. Who knows? Maybe we're golfing in South Carolina. I have no idea on that. But we are headed on a disc golf trip. And it's going to be me, Robert the Hearst, and Rufus. Some of you might know him as Dustin, but not everyone knows him by that name. So we're headed up for a 9-hole extravaganza. Might get to see some fancy lights. So that brings me to the pros and cons of the trip, and somewhat the reason for the video. The main reason was I just thought I'd make a video. Alright, so the first of the pros and cons. Let's go with the 9-hole courses. I'm a big fan of 9-hole courses. That's the majority of what I play according to UDisc at the end of every year. It's quick, simple, good practice, and good fun. And that's the only place I seem to beat Dud at. Not often, but sometimes. So, hey, I can dig it. However, on the disc golf trips, this is kind of new as far as having that many on one trip, like it all being 9 holes, and I think that's the current schedule. But nonetheless, I am looking forward to them. So far, we've played Bobby Brown, Teens for Christ, Picnic Area. We've thrown in a good bit of 9 holes over the years. Kind of crazy we can say that phrase now, over the years. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. But obviously the negative is we're going on a disc golf trip. Usually we're talking about like Maple Hill, Idlewild, you know, big courses, Northwoods, like that kind of stuff. And so going on one where we're going to go play Denver local 9 seems kind of like maybe that's a con. So yeah, the pro is that I enjoy 9-hole courses. The con is kind of a weird thing to do on a disc golf trip. We're about to just go and travel the world to play the local 9s, but spoiler alert, that's all it is in Canada. I mean, they got some 18-hole courses somewhere, I'm sure, but I ain't seen them. Another pro and con, flying up there. I'm not a fan of flying. Like, it's awesome because you can get from one place to the next really quick, obviously. That's some big brain knowledge I just spit. But it's just not enjoyable. So I'm not really looking forward to the flying. But it's short, so you know, it's not too bad. But I do really enjoy the driving, as crazy as that sounds. Like, we drive, I like the driving trips, man. And cool thing about this trip, we're gonna get that. So we got to endure the flying for a couple hours, but then we get the good long drive. Not that I really want to drive like 6 hours in theory, but man, it's always fun. That's, for me, that's always one of the best parts of the trip, is driving along or riding along, and scenery, all of that stuff. And like I kind of already mentioned, we get to go up and see some night lights, maybe the northern type. And all the Canadian, probably like some moose and some mounties and snowmobiles, probably a bunch of that stuff, you know. And then in Detroit, well, that brings me to my next pro and con, I guess. Man, Rob ain't bringing his gun. That's gotta be a negative, in the fact that we're going to Detroit, one of the most dangerous cities in the Americas, and this dude ain't bringing the protection. That's kind of messed up, really. But we got to cross the border, so he can't. But at the same time, it's kind of a pro because me and Dut no longer have to worry about him like dropping his pistola on the ground and accidentally, you know, killing one of us while he's trying to tee off. So, you know, you take the good with the bad. Yeah, we can't stop other people from shooting us, but we don't have to worry about Rob shooting us. So that brings me to the 3 best friends that anyone could have. And, yeah, me, Dut, and Rob, man, we hung out, just the 3 of us, I guess since the last time John took our pictures for us. It's been a while. So that's definitely a pro. Like, you know, buddies forever. And because Rob moved away, you know, back right out of high school, he was like, F you guys, and took off. And, you know, he didn't really want to hang out much since then, if you think about it. Like, he don't want to live in North Carolina. He just tries to keep his distance. You know, I can get it, though. I can get it. Like, some people just, you know, aren't cool people. And that's Rob, I guess. But he's gonna be cool this weekend. And we get to hang out in the Canadias. Me, Dut, and Rob are the Canadias. Now, the downside of that is, I've also got to hang out with Dut and Rob in the Canadias. Now, fortunately, Rob can't accidentally shoot me. So I got that going for me. But, I got to lose a Dut every game of disc golf, every round. And probably Rob. Because we're playing on 9 holes and, you know, he can, probably putt better than me at this point, along with everybody else on Earth. And all the holes, you know, he can reach them, so I ain't gonna have a distance advantage. But plus, on top of that, I mean, I hung out with these 2 dudes at the Tecumseh, and I don't know, man. Sometimes they just take the fun out of stuff. That's the only way I know how to say it. I hate to be so, like, you know, blunt about it, but they don't like singing and dancing. And then Dut, especially, he don't really like you to, like, get too loud. And then Rob, heck, he won't even hardly let you go into the stores with him. Had that up in Indiana. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to it for old time's sake, but they ain't like they used to be. With all that shushing and you ain't allowed to go inside the store, and they're gonna beat me at disc golf, and they don't like me singing. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can be as happy as we look when John takes our pictures for us. So either way, tomorrow, let's do another pro and con. I didn't plan any of this, so this is just kind of off the cuff. But man, one pro is we get there very early in the morning, so we're gonna have like all day tomorrow. But one huge con, Dut scheduled his flight, which coincidentally, or not coincidentally, but whatever the proper word is also my flight. And I gotta be up at like 2 a.m. How am I get up at 2 a.m. when I can't go to sleep before 11? So that's gonna be terrible. And then Rob going home scheduled his flight when we gotta get into the airport also at 2 a.m. or something like that. Man, these guys hate me sleeping. That's all I know. They hate for me to sleep. Either way, so that's all I got. Pros and cons of a disc golf trip. Disc golf trip. Yay. Robert Hurst on the box. Robert Hurst off the box. Robert Hurst back on the box.
local.
Hey,
That was a good shot.
That was fantastic. Getting ready for his next box appearance.